there, beautiful beings, and welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven, and thank you so much for being here. Today, I'm so excited because we are gonna have a look at the Moonology Messages Oracle deck by Yasmin Boland with artwork by Ali Vermilio. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. There are some artists out there. It doesn't matter if it's like a writer, an author, a singer, or a painter, or even like deck creators. Just for me, I feel like there are some artists who come out with a new work and you have this certain fondness over them, this belief for this person that you don't even check anymore what is in this new thing that they're coming out with. I just decided to purchase this deck immediately as soon as I saw that, Yasmin Boland came out with another Moonology deck, and definitely I am gonna have to grab it to have a look for myself. Um, yeah, I feel like, yeah, I'm not really girling or whatever. I'm just saying that, she is one of those artists for me. I think the other one is Rebecca Campbell. Maybe Chris Ann is also one of them. Like, there are some decorators out there that I feel like really do get it. So yes, Yasmin Boland is one of them for me, and I'm so excited to go through it with you guys. By the way, this is another Hay House deck, and this is her third. So I also have the Moonology Manifestation, which came out last year, I believe, and then we have also the first one, the Moonology Oracle. I'm not gonna go through these two with you guys right now because I really do want to focus on the messages one. But yeah, maybe along the line I'm gonna do a comparison video, or at least just showcase the three of them together. Whew, okay, let's have a look. So let me remove this first. So in the back, it says, "The ever-changing moon speaks to those of us who are listening, leaving clues, hints, and messages, which come through as intuition. All we need to do is align with her phases and listen to her whispers." The Moonology Messages Oracle taps into this lunar wisdom via 48 moon symbols, helping you navigate toward positivity and peace. Be inspired to take action based on your inner knowing. Ask a question and receive an answer. The mystical moon is guiding you. Ooh, I'm so excited. Look at it. It copies, or it has the same feel or vibe, although this one is a little bit darker, the other one is a little bit lighter. But like the design and all, it's the same. It's the same logo for the Moonology. She has it trademarked, and it's beautiful. I love it. I love that it's just rich gold. I love the color as well. It's different from the first two, which are a little bit more purpley, dark indigo and purple. This one is, I don't even know what color this is. Like a shade of blue, cerulean maybe. Okay, so by the way, did I mention already that if you were just here to have a look at the images, jump to the timestamp? Sorry if I have just, regardless, just check it out in my description box below. I put timestamps so you can just forward, because in this channel I do talk about everything, like the guidebook, the cardstock, everything. Okay, let's see. I didn't check the. Oh, there you go. Call on Goddess Saraswati to guide your intention. Cool. Okay. So this is her guidebook. I would say it's pretty much the same thickness as the first two books. The moon is whispering to you. Are you listening? Ooh, I love that. Okay, let's have a look. I really do like how Yasmin Boland writes. It's very straightforward, but, somewhat conversational in a way. So I think it's really cool. Ooh, the Moonology Diary. Yeah, she came out with some sort of like planners or diaries. I never really purchased any one of those. I just stuck with the Oracle decks, and so far, I'm really happy with all of my Yasmin Boland decks. So I have the table of contents over here, where she has written the cards as well as the pages, so it's easy for you to refer to if you need further guidance. You have welcome. This is your introduction. So are you ready to receive messages from the moon? If you're reading this, you probably are. Told you, it's very conversational, easy to understand, easy to grasp. So the moon is a magical and sacred satellite that spins around the earth, keeping us safely in orbit. Without the moon, our seasons would go haywire, as would the length of our nights and days. We need the moon. Okay. Yeah, I love the moon. It's all about intuition. In my two previous decks, the Moonology Oracle cards and the Moonology Manifestation Oracle, I adhered very strictly to the moon as we know it in astrological terms. This deck is departure. Ooh, really? So it's quite different. I'm so excited. Well, the Moonology Oracle cards will give you clear answers to a question based on the moon, phase, or a sign of the card that you draw. And the Moonology Manifestation Oracle deck will help you with your manifesting. I feel this deck cuts straight to your intuition. Ooh, okay, okay. So in the spirit of the deck, da. Okay, so kind of like your ritual or your way to consecrate the cards, transfer your energy onto the cards. The way she writes is very, like I said earlier, it's very instructional but in a conversational way. So I feel like anybody who will purchase this deck, regardless if you're new to tarot or oracle reading or whatnot, you can easily grasp or you will be able to absorb the messages or how to use the deck because their instructions are very, very clear. So see how these cards can help you. And then how to use the deck. So very, very instructional. Oh, okay. So here's your consecration. Oh, so what's that? Oh, okay. Sorry, but she basically was just saying, she's just giving instructions on how to revere your deck or take it seriously or just use it to the correct purpose. Okay. And then you have the spreads here. One card draw. Okay. Is that it? Okay, and then reading for other people. Should you let others touch these cards? I'm not a fan of the idea that no one else should be allowed to touch my cards. I feel that very divisive behavior. I remember hearing the yoga teacher literally shout at a lovely friend of mine when my friend had the temerity to lightly touch the teacher's oracle cards, which were sitting in a pile on the table. Okay, yeah. Clearing. Ow! Oh my god. Sorry, like my cat just jumped on my leg. There he is. Okay, so stop it, buddy. So I have clearing your cards and interpretation of the cards. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. So it's pretty much the same. She would put like one page on the left, wherein she discusses the meanings of the cards, and then you have additional meanings and then more info. It's really cool. Okay. So it's like that. As you can see, there are no thumbnails, no images, similar to the past two decks. I like it though. I really like these parts in her guidebooks. Okay, so about the author, about the artist, that's it. Okay, very straightforward deck. Love that. Appreciate that. Not a lot of chit chats. So that it's easier for you to get to the message, right? Hang on. This paper belt thing it's a menace. Especially if you have like a Hay House deck that has thinner cardstock. They typically, get torn on the sides. But look at the backing. I'm not gonna say I'm 100% fan of this new backing. I prefer the old ones. I'm just gonna show you just so you have an idea. Like, look at this one. This is such a classic. And then the newer one is, I feel like it's a lot prettier than the two. But yeah, okay. So I'm not gonna judge for now. Uh, it's okay, I guess. Okay, so let's talk about the cardstock. Cardstock is pretty much the same as the other two. It has that, you can feel the film on the paper. It's not glossy by any means. As you can see, it does have some sort of like a little bit of sheen, but that's because of the reflection of the light. Oh, there you go. Okay, but I like it. I like the cardstock. I noticed that I have been using my Moonology Oracle card, the first one, for a long time, and they're holding up well. So I have high hopes for this one. It's not too thick, but it holds, and it snaps back. So let's have a look. So earlier when I had a look at this, I just wanted to say that I feel like it's somewhat Art Deco-ish or something. And then when I had a look at the image, it kind of like explained, or it kind of like gave me the same vibe. But I'm very keen to see how the rest of the cards will look like. So I'm gonna zoom you in so you have a better view of the cards, and we're gonna start. There you go. That is the Moonology Messages Oracle by Yasmin Boland with art by Ali Vermilio. What do you guys think? When I had a look at the images, like the first couple of images, I thought, wow, it's completely different from the first two. But somewhere along the way, I feel like the style, of course, I'm not so sure if it's, yeah, no, the first two are created by different artists, and I think that's very interesting that Yasmin Boland, she doesn't stick to like a specific artist. I do understand why some deck creators do that, right? So that people would know, like, okay, this deck is created by this person, by employing the same artist to do the art. But I feel like it's cool because number one, she does not box herself. I'm not saying that I don't, like artists to do that. I do actually, but I think it's really cool that she's able to step out of her usual art style, I guess so to speak, and then just get new artists to get that fresh perspective. You can clearly tell as well, of course, that this, despite being done by a different artist, is still Yasmin Boland's deck. I feel like the cleanliness of her style. Of course, she has the artistic what do you call that, artistic directive or direction, right? So I feel like her style still shines through. The simplicity, the cleanliness of the images, I feel like once you have a look at it, you have an idea that this is done by her. The colors are completely different from the first two. I feel like Well, you know what? This one reminds me of the first deck with the darkness and all of that. But I think it's very, very beautiful, despite the fact that some of the images are just like very simple, like this, just completely simple. I do like it though. I love that there are people here in the elements that are all like silhouettes and shadows. I feel like it's really cool. Each card is different. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna show you some of the cards right from the past, because see these cards, you look at them and you know, like, okay, this is from this specific deck, right? It's very cohesive. This one has the same vibe. So you can see this is the like super simple, super minimalist, but you see that it is from the same deck. This one, however, it's different, because I feel like it. I'm not saying that it's not cohesive or that it's all over the place. It just feels like some images might could be from a different deck, or some cards can be from different decks, but together they look beautiful. This is the art deco-ish thing that I mentioned earlier. As for the vibe, I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm excited about it, but at the same time I'm also very calm. It's like contentment. That's it. That's the word. It sparks joy in me, but also I'm just very content, very settled with this deck, very grounded. There you go. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. I feel like um, the messages that she has on here, of course, this is the Moonology messages deck, like, right? And the messages that are here are very relatable. Messages that you can clearly just read once, and then you already know how to move forward or get the guidance from the deck. So I think it's really cool. Very 70s. Some of the cards are quite strange. So I don't know, I haven't used it yet, but eventually of course I will, and I will have a feel of how this deck relates to me, and I think that's really important, more than just the actual imagery. It shuffles well, like that, lengthwise. And then there's a cat here who's trying to bug us. I'm gonna try to shuffle it this way as well. Stop it, please. Okay, I can still bend it, so that's pretty cool. Shuffles perfect. I love it. I don't have a lot to say about this deck, and I'm actually quite concerned about this kitty who's being all over the place and being extra naughty today. But yes, let's try to pull a card so that we read something out of the guidebook, just to have a look at the message or the actual meaning. Okay, Spirit, what do we need to know? Ooh, mystery. Let's have a look. Hey, Pietro, stop it. Buddy, just chill. Okay. I have scratches on my leg. Stop it! Pietro, don't be a mean boy. Just chill, please. Okay. Mystery. Where is it? Sorry, I'm just like petting my cat with my left hand. It doesn't have a number, no? So, dark side of the moon, 32. Okay, so it doesn't show the keywords. It shows the kind of moon. So 30. Oh, no, wrong. Dark side. Dark side of the moon. Where is it? Okay, there you go. Page 32. Okay, in the explanation or in the write-up, it says, drawing this card suggests that the way forward is not yet brightly lit, so to speak. There is a mystery surrounding your question. You probably already sensed that. It could be that someone isn't being entirely upfront with you. Don't be alarmed. It may simply be that whoever this question involves doesn't yet feel ready to show all their cards, or perhaps the situation you're inquiring about hasn't fully evolved to its final state. And at this point, it's just impossible to know the answer to your question. The best thing to do is to work with what you do know and surrender the need to know everything. Yes, very important, especially if you are anxious. On one hand, it could be the answer to your question is shrouded in darkness because there's some foul play happening. On the other, it could be that you just don't need to know more, at least not yet. Stay optimistic now rather than focusing on any fears that you have around your situation. Additional meanings of this card. You have free will. Some things are better left unsaid. Trust the universe and see what happens. Face any fears around your question and see your glass half full. Perfect. About this symbol. The dark side of the moon is a super mysterious thing. Agreed? We never see it from here on Earth because of the way the moon turns. We know it's there and we know it's unknowable. This only makes us more inquisitive about its mystery. I like it. I like the meaning. It explained very well how she wanted the cards, or yeah, how she wanted the cards to be read. And yeah, I think it provides guidance. I mean, maybe not the best card to pull right now, just to, have a look at how she explains the cards and her meanings for them, but I think it's good enough. And that's it for me. I don't think I have anything else to say. Maybe I should have drunk some wine before proceeding with this review. I feel like I talk a lot more when I'm a little bit tipsy, but there you go. What do you guys think about this deck? Do you have it? Are you gonna purchase it? Are you a fan of Yasmin Boland? Yeah, just even before working with this deck, I feel like aesthetic wise, I love the first two. Um, not so keen on the aesthetics of this one. I mean, it's beautiful, right? I mean, compared to the other two, I would rank this the lowest. But energy wise, I will have to find out once I do start using this deck. But there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't have a lot to say right now, so forgive me if I don't give a lot of input right now. But there you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video or if it helped you in some way, consider giving it a like or maybe subscribe to my channel for future videos like this. Also, leave a comment if you would like. It helps me out in the algorithm. So thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, leave them below. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Bye.